What's up, everybody? It's me, aka Rakxm.
It's your boy.
It's ya boy. So y'all know me from my videos. I do all the stupid things that you may or may not watch. This is my good friend, the Condor. He's going to be assisting me tonight, and today I've got a shitload of comics to take out of a box and or a bag. So Brandon, tell them a little bit about yourself while I drink this. Cool, crisp, refreshing, awesome cider.
Well, my name's Brandon.
And tell them how we've been best friends forever.
Well, we've been best friends forever. No, Mark and I went to high school together forever ago. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I'm going to fix the camera. Keep talking. Brandon and I have been reading comic books together for the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, he's the one that introduced me to I Hate Fairyland. So, yeah, let's get started, shall we? Hand me that sharp cutting utensil that's over there.
Sharp cutting utensil.
This, for those of you that have never used one, this is a knife of the X-Acto variety.
Wow.
It may be used to cut through papers and or tapes, and hopefully I'm not cutting through the pages of these comic books. That would be just my fucking luck. But, you know, it is what it is. I got these for relatively inexpensive from my good friend Brandon here, actually. He is the assistant manager?
No.
Manager. He works at the Atrium Gift Shop, who I get most of my comics from now, and they do these awesome grab bags.
Yeah.
So thank you. Actually, I did mention them in the last unboxing video I did.
Yes, you did.
Which you can see on my YouTube channel. I'm assuming if you follow my page, you know what's on my channel.
And if you don't, how did you get here? How did you find us?
Darcy, get your ass down. Goddamn dog.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
Get down.
You get your own videos every month. At least one video.
So cute.
Without further ado, let's get started with this first bag. So we've got, oh my goodness, so many Earth 2 societies. I love Earth 2. So we got Earth 2 Society number Dos and number Quatorce.
Don't hurt yourself.
I hurt myself. And number 15, as well as the Earth 2 Society Annual number 1. Go get her. Anal.
Whoa.
Oh. So just so you guys can see the stack of comics building, we're going to leave them right there. Next up, I've got the Flintstones 1, 2, 3, 4, holy shit, 6, and 7.
You've got over half of the story arc.
Over half of... Oh my god. Well, sick. Did you put these together?
So Jose and I put these together.
Alright. This is the 7th
Seeing how much of an order you got in here, like consecutive issues, is more than likely me.
Alright. Cool, I dig it. Oh, snap, I got something else that I've been wanting to read.
Nice.
Got Clone Conspiracy 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the whole run,
I
right?
think it's 5 or 6 issues.
Let's see.
Look back there.
Oh, yeah, I think number 5 was the last issue. But Clone Conspiracy is the current, clone saga.
No. Well, okay, fair enough. Yes, it is the current Clone Saga.
So tell us about it, since you actually read this.
I've read it multiple times at this point.
Oh, guys, look, something I don't already have 2 copies of. DC Nation and Marvel Rising. And Vampirella. And Red Sonja. So many copies of these now.
So I think, since, these came from me, I'll explain why they're in there.
Go for it.
Probably, there will be those in this too.
Yeah.
Jose and I put these together really to just kind of give people a mixed bag variety. No pun intended on it being a grab bag. But we just kind of throw things together so people can just have stuff to catch up. Maybe they've never read comics before. But so also to preface this, the shop I work at is in a hospital. So we get so many different types of people. We don't get just comic book readers in getting stuff from us. I mean, it's a lot of kids and a lot of parents coming through and hey, I gotta get something for my kids to kind of keep them preoccupied. Or maybe someone just comes in and says, hey, I'm a huge comic book fan and I wasn't expecting to be here, and they just want to get a grab bag, I mean, there's like 50 comics in these things.
In the
whole set.
Each of these holds like 25. I remember from when.
Yeah, it's like 25 and 25.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know, good little ketchup or maybe just
mustard.
Mustard?
Ketchup, mustard?
Yeah, sure. Mayo, relish. I like to relish the moment.
Never relish.
I used to eat relish sandwiches when I was a kid.
That doesn't surprise me. Did you eat paint chips?
Why?
Speaking of paint chips, will you grab that off that top shelf? I want to show it off right now.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I'm not a huge pop collector, but every so often I'll see a pop that I'm just like, I need to have that. And I saw this at Target. For those of you that haven't seen Tommy Boy,
what the fuck's wrong with you?
Stop watching this video right now and go watch Tommy Boy. It's one of the greatest movies of the 90s. So I saw the Tommy fat guy in a little coat, and I was like, I have to have this. And my wife begrudgingly agreed to let me get it because she thinks I already have too many toys. But you'll all get to see that at some point, I promise. Next up we have the last Avengers title.
What?
The one that came before the one that's currently going?
No, this was the in-between. This was the .1 through .5.
Oh, this was the one?
Yeah. This was the flashback issues.
So this is the one that takes place back when the Avengers first lost, like, Iron Man and everything.
Yeah.
Stuff. So that's Scarlet Witch. That's basically Captain America and 3 villains.
It takes place, like, in between the No More Heroes, which is why they pay tribute to the...
Yeah. And then next up we've got Action Comics 960, 62, 63, 64, and 65. For those of you watching that don't know this about me, Superman has never been my favorite character. I will say, though, in the new Rebirth stuff, Superman's actually been pretty awesome as a character. So there's the 5 of those, and I love them. I love that I get to read some Action Comics that's not.
I've always liked Superman. Obviously, the Christopher Reeves movies were always super important, but Smallville is what made me really love Superman and stuff. So the comics, I've had a love-hate relationship for a while because when someone's writing Superman, it's good, it's amazing. There's very few books that can compare to it.
Like the Death of Superman?
I
love the Death of Superman.
Because you don't like Superman.
This was even... I read that before I even...
the shit out of me. I was like, oh, watch where you're going with that.
I loved Death of Superman before I even hated Superman. That was like the first major comic book story I ever read. So...
That was the first comic I ever read.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather had it. I think he still has it.
Nice.
He's a big Superman fan, so...
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We can agree to disagree on. But
that's fine.
Let's move on to the next bag.
The
bag. I'm going to cut into this like a godless heathen.
Oh my God.
I'm going to gut it like a pig. I'm going to gut it like Damien gutted that one pig in that one story I wrote.
Oh, yeah.
You can read, or you can hear the live reading of that on my channel. Ooh! Ooh!
Oh, yeah.
Ooh! I don't know who this is. Oh. It's Pinkie Pie. Alright, so... Next up, we've got Drax, number 7, 9, 10, 11. So Drax is from Guardians of the Galaxy. He had his own book for a while.
Written by CM Punk.
Written by CM Punk. I don't know who that is. What?
UFC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know I recognize her. This chick on the cover here. She was in Deadpool Back in Black, briefly.
Yep.
She's a bounty hunter. But I'm sure you guys know that in the MCU, Drax is gray with red, but in the comics, he is green with red. And this is actually very far cry from what Drax used to look like in the early appearances of Drax. Next up, we got The World's End of Earth 2.
Number 1.
Earth 2 is just kind of like an alternate reality where things didn't go quite the same as they did in the mainstream universe. Multiverse. I love it. Next up is Doom Patrol number 1. I actually have the same issue.
This is one of my favorites.
And this is really cool because you can pull the sticker off, and I'm going to do it.
This is exciting for me because I've never actually taken one of these off.
You may take it off,
Yay.
and you got to do me a favor, and you got to slap it on that box right next to you.
With this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
So all of my comic boxes have stickers slapped on them.
So beneath the Euro
is the universe.
Is the universe. A universe. We don't know which one.
Yeah. Oh, more Drax. We've got 2, 3, and 4, and 6. So I've got almost all of Drax's run, because there was only, what, 11 issues?
12. I think they rounded it off at 12.
Yeah. So more Drax. And unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about the Cosmic Marvel stuff. So a lot of these are completely characters I don't even recognize, which is cool.
Because that's really not for eating on camera, but this food's here and I haven't eaten dinner. So.
Dude, I feel you. That's why I wanted to have it prepped for you. Next up, we've got Cyborg, Deathstroke, and more Deathstroke, which are all characters I haven't gotten a chance to read much of. But I do know my good friend Shannon loves Deathstroke, and I wish that she could be here because she was originally supposed to be. But her dreams and work had her doing other things. So we miss you, Shannon, and we love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, moving on, we've got one of the prequel parts. Oh!
No, it's not prequel. It was an actual tie-in.
I thought it was like a prelude, like it took place before.
It took place during.
Oh, so...
It's the whole thing.
During Civil War, all 3 parts.
All 3 parts.
Ulysses. So Civil War 2 kicked off in Marvel with this Inhuman in the... Actually, I'm just going to show you the... of him. With this Inhuman, Ulysses, who can see the future.
Well...
He can see possible futures.
Possible future.
Some people wanted to see, or wanted to use that to do what they called predictive justice. Other people thought that was a bad idea. And as I'm sure you know, when words don't solve the problems, that's when people start throwing punches.
Well,
Fucking
very, yeah. Hi, Darcy. What am I doing this one now?
You're just doing something.
Okay.
Why else are you here if you're not going to do something?
That's true. I have to support my best friend.
No. Sexy bitch.
This one is Constantine the Hellblazer number 4. Does New 52 Hellblazer.
So this was before he actually just was Hellblazer? You gotta hold it way up there.
Oh.
Well, because in the Rebirth stuff, he's just the Hellblazer.
Oh. I mean, he's still Constantine. Then you've got Cyborg number 1.
Oh, nice.
Of Rebirth.
And again, Cyborg's story, from what I heard, is really good. Get
down. You adorable dog. Then there's Gods of War 1, 2, 3, and 3, so all 3 parts.
Hey. Get.
Also another Civil War 2 tie-in. And...
Kingpins.
Yeah, Kingpin number 1 and 2, also from Civil War 2. So...
Now, before we get started on that one, I want to just do a recap of some of the cool stuff that I've gotten recently. You saw Tommy as a pop. This was an exclusive I've got from Think Geek. That I'm so bad at names of things. This is Gwenpool, and she's a little bobblehead. Doesn't bobble very well, but she bobbles nonetheless. I got her on sale, so because her series ended, and I was super sad about that. But I also got a Scotty...
Which is continuing, though,
in the West Coast Avengers, yeah. And then I also got a T-shirt of her in Scotty Young style.
I love that one.
I know, it's so great.
With the milkshake.
Yeah. So...
And the crazy bendy straw.
This is actually from Free Comic Book Day from months ago. We've got Harley Quinn in her Bombshells costume. I've actually got 2 of these in different styles. But this is the one I got on Free Comic Book Day, and I love her, and she's everything. And then, of course, I did an entire video for when I got this from the Power Rangers guy, and that's literally his channel name. It's the Power Rangers
nice.
Guy. And she is the coupe de grace of my entire collection of toys right now.
The coupe de gravy?
The lasagna. So, and then, of course, I did an entire video of this, just making this. And I love it. I think it came out really well. And I've gotten so many requests from friends and family on what else to do. So there is the whole list of things I'm going to be doing.
A little teaser.
A little teaser for what else I'll be doing.
If you will.
And,
you're adorable, but you gotta stop.
Yeah, so I'm excited to do some more of these. And hopefully they turn out as good as this one. So let's cut into the next one, shall we? Huh. Oh, Jessica. I hope there's nobody named Jessica watching.
I'm sure there is. The odds are against us.
The odds are never in my favor. Alright, so we've got more Deathstroke. Ooh, I got some duplicates in here. I know exactly who I can give some of these to. Shaman. So we got Deathstroke 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Nice.
And on the cover of number 3 is Ravager, which I love.
I'm sure with this second new batch, I'm sure we'll come across some
a few,
duplicates.
but that's not a problem. That's just extra stuff for later.
Yeah.
We've also... Ooh, Deathstroke number 1 and 2. Okay, now I can start at the frickin' beginning.
There you go.
Okay, and we got Cyborg 5, 6, and 7. Show that one. I love that one.
Yeah, this one's a good one.
This one is very reminiscent of one of the issues of X-23 Target X, where her keeper is like standing above her.
You have another pile
It doesn't matter.
I don't want to mess up your system.
That's fine. All right, we got 3 more we've already seen. So I'm just going to toss them.
Oh, nice. Now you've got 1 and 2.
Cyborg number 2 and 4, which is great. I love it. Kingpin 2. Oh, Kingpin 3.
Nice.
And 4.
So now you've got all of
I've
that.
got the whole Kingpin for Civil War. Ulysses 1 and 2 again. Gods of War 1, 2,
but
and
they're
3.
different.
But they're alternate. They're different covers.
I think that one's
number 2 is a different cover.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's a newbie, which is great. And then Choosing Sides number 6 and another cover, or a number 1 for Kingpin.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get Kingpin number 1 in that other one. And I gotta be honest, like, this is probably one of my favorite covers from the Civil War 2 set, just because of all the villains.
I like anything with Hobgoblin on.
Hobgoblin, he is such an underrated character.
I agree.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Does not get nearly as much love as the other Spidey villains.
As even the other goblins, and there have been a lot of goblins.
A lot.
Way too many. Way too many.
Even as someone who loves Spider-Man and loves the goblins and stuff, there's just too many.
Alright, I got 2 Deathstroke number 7s in this batch. But that's okay. That's okay. You tried your darndest. This one is Deathstroke number 8, another 9, which I already got. Actually, I think I got number 8, but... And then number 10 and 11, which got the Creeper.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Shit, I love the Creeper. He's one of my favorites. We got Detective Comics, The Victim Syndicate. Wow, that's actually almost the entire run. I think it's just missing part 1.
944, 45.
46 and 47.
Yeah.
It's got almost all of them.
And you got 48 right there.
Which is Batwoman Begins.
Yep. And then 49 and 50.
Damn. Got a lot of Detective Comics, y'all. I'm sorry you're not seeing them all. But there's just so many to show off. And I mean, I know we're coming to the end of all of this unboxing pretty quickly, right?
Right. So much unboxing, just blazing through this.
We're going too fast. Oh, it's the Timely Comics number 1. I love it. Which is like, is it 2?
Yeah, there's multiple
1
issues
through 3, okay.
Yeah.
And then we got number 2, 3, 4, 5 of Drax, another 6, and then 7,
8,
9, 10, and 11. So I got everything but number 12, I think. Nope, 11 was the last one.
Okay.
So I've got the entire Drax run now, so I can read all of them. And that makes me happy, because I can do a review of the entire run.
Yeah. And it's a good run. I was bummed out it only lasted as long as it did.
Yeah. And this is for you, so you can have one that you can peel the sticker off.
Okay, cool.
That's why I want you to have it. So, yeah, like I said, that's all the I lied. So, I was at Hot Topic the other day.
I don't know if I'd call these unboxings, but...
These 2 aren't. These are just something cool I got at Hot Topic the other day. And, wanted to share. So, I got 2 of the Hot Topic exclusives for $1 a piece. So I thought that was pretty cool. Because they were $1 each.
Those were $1 each?
$1 each.
That's worth it.
Exactly. Like why would?
Because I think they were. I don't think they were originally cover price for these.
No, they were like $5.99, $6 each, maybe even more. But yeah, so I got those and I love them.
That's awesome.
All right, guys, this is what I've been building up to. You saw me unbox the 2 grab bag bundles, and now this was a purchase I made off of eBay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I have no idea what's in this box. It is still taped up from when I got it. The original tracking info is still secured on here. And I've been waiting for this video. I've had this box for... But I've had this for... How long would you say, babe? Like 3 weeks? Yeah. Like, this has taken so much self-control to not open it myself. Because I promised I would wait until this unboxing video with Brandon and what was supposed to be Shannon, but again, Shannon couldn't make it. And I support her life decisions. Fucking open. There we go.
I'm trying to make sure you don't kill yourself. Or me in the process.
I've used X-Acto. Yeah, but you're prank. It's got newspapers!
I'm more excited about this now, seeing it's wrapped with newspaper.
I would laugh so hard if there wasn't actually comics.
It was just a box of rocks.
I would fucking love if we just got a box of nothing.
Wait, guys, we got some comics.
So
we got some comics.
Oh my
on
god,
the
look, we did get comics. We got the best ones too.
We got the comics, y'all. That's enough. Oh snap! Okay, this is some pretty good shit.
Well, I mean, you're judging it off of the first one.
Yeah, okay, this is a pretty good one.
Oh my god, there's a lot. Was this a grab box?
This was 75 issues. So, first up, we've got Marvel Universe.
Hold on.
Oh, we got a letter. You got a letter. We, Sophie, Sailor, and Josh, thank you for your purchase. It is our sincere hope that you received exactly what you ordered. Kindly let us know if there's any problem with your order. Also, feedback is important to us.
And they've got a picture of their two cute dogs on there, too.
So anyway, first up, we've got Marvel Universe versus the Avengers. Number 3 of 4. Don't get too
Sorry.
This is number 3 of 4. I don't know what it is. I'm excited to read it, though.
It was done when those little mini-series were coming out.
Right, like all the time.
Yeah.
Speaking of...
that's
I know someone who's
awesome.
going to love that. Okay, next up we've got Marvel Zombies number 2. This is an homage to the first appearance of the Human Torch. Not Johnny Storm, the OG Torch back in the 1940s. That's exciting. I love the Marvel Zombies. Next up, we've got...
Alright, stop it.
I'm getting so excited by the things that I'm going to show you guys. We got the Emerald City of Oz number 2. Shannon, you're going to love this because this one's for you. This is going to you. I'm not even going to read it. It's just for you.
That's one of Scotty's original.
Mm-hmm. This is Scotty Young's artwork. I love Scotty Young, so y'all should know that by now. Next up, we've got Ghost Rider Blaze Spirits of Vengeance. So this is when Ghost Rider and Johnny Blaze were teaming up to form the Spirits of Vengeance. This is the Road to Vengeance storyline, The Missing Link.
Does it say what part it is?
No.
Issue number 16.
Issue number 16 of Spirit, yeah. Next up is the Revolutionary War Alpha from the Marvel Comics. I don't know what this one is, but it looks like it's mostly British characters, so, they're going to lose.
Oh, wow. Captain Britain's great.
Captain Britain gets stronger the more he believes in himself. He's like a Green Lantern, but not as cool.
That's fair enough. Oh my god.
Next up, we've got Justice League of America from the New 52, number 3. I've never actually read Justice League from New 52. What's wrong?
Oh, that's cool. I just wanted to see who this was.
That's
the artwork.
Oh, the artwork on it.
It's Brooks.
Oh, nice. Next up is the comic Voodoo, and in this one, she will be fighting Green Lantern. Oh, nice. We've got Teen Titans Annual number 3 from the New 52. I did very much...
Teen Titans Forever.
Teen Titans Forever. But this is the weird era of the Teen Titans. Like, there weren't really the Teen Titans at that point. Whatever. Next up, we got The Last Days of Magneto, which is a Secret Wars tie-in, and I love the Secret Wars, even though I've only read bits and pieces. We've got another Elektra series, which I never really cared for much.
That series got cut short.
Did it?
Which was a shame because, it wasn't the best writing for her.
But it wasn't terrible.
The artwork was what got me getting it every single week. I loved the covers and the interior work was beautiful.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Darkhold. Oh! I've been learning about the Darkhold in, what's it called? The,
oh, nice!
Agents
This
of
is
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Midnight Suns.
Yeah, the Midnight Suns one is really good.
Oh, this is really cool. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Vicky's horrible legacy revealed.
Oh, not Vicky!
This was Siege of Darkness, part 12. Wow, there are 12 parts of that.
I don't know what Siege of Darkness is, but I'm going to read it now. Next up, we got Namor the Submariner fighting Giganto, not Monstro. But it's a whale, so it's basically Monstro.
Is that the whale from...
Pinocchio?
Yes.
Yeah. Next up, we got The Last Days of Magneto again. It's actually the follow-up to the one that I already showed you. We've got Marvel Knights Spider-Man.
This was a crazy fever dream of a book. It was written by Matt Kent. I have the entire run, and I remember reading it, and I got to the end of it, and I had to read it again because it was so much to try to take in.
Ooh, Wolverine, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Part 2. So this is actually from the Marvel Knights Run 2. It's Wolverine's number 27.
Which they're bringing back.
They are bringing back the Marvel Knights, yeah.
Donny Cates is heading it.
Nice. We got the... I don't care about the Fantastic.
Wow, that's the FF.
That's what I think of every time I see that. So what is the FF? What's the difference?
So it was you know how they're doing the
Future Foundation.
Marvel 2-in-1 right now with
Yeah.
like Ben Grimm and Johnny.
Yeah.
Essentially, it was that. It had the Inhumans a part of it, and Ant-Man was frequently in it. It was pretty much just a book whoever was ever part of the Fantastic Four appeared in the book.
Gotcha. Then we've actually got a number 14 of the Fantastic Four. It looks like somebody's got Reed in his sights.
That Fantastic Four is kind of what landed us where we are now, where we don't have a Fantastic Four.
Because nobody...
Unless you're watching this later and Fantastic Four #1, the new one, comes out. But right now...
Oh, does it come out by the date that I said it would be?
Yeah.
When does it come out?
It comes out next week, I think. Or it comes out in 2 weeks.
Oh. Okay. Next up, we got number 19 of Robotech, the Macross Saga. I do very much enjoy Robotech. It's a very cool concept. I know nothing about it beyond the cool
And then
concept.
we've got Robotech in Invid War?
Invid War.
That's...
I don't know what that... It sounds like a really...
tragic naming. Invid War.
It sounds like a foreigner trying to say the word invader. It's an Invid War.
That's offensive.
I know, I'm sorry.
I do like that cover, though.
This is a pretty cool cover.
It's got that very 1980s anime kind of
Well,
look.
that's when it's from.
Oh.
This is an 80s comic.
That's true.
And it's done by Robert Chang, so... Yeah. Next up... one of the most underrated DC characters, in my opinion.
Larfleeze.
Larfleeze. For those of you who don't know who Larfleeze
Number
is...
2.
He is Agent Orange. He is the Orange Lantern. There's no other Orange Lanterns because he killed them all. So,
Killed it.
speaking of Drax the Destroyer,
Wow,
Drax the
I don't
Destroyer. Oh my god, what's going on with Doc
Hold on,
Samson's hair?
that's number 1.
This is number 3. This is
Oh,
number
sorry.
5.
My eyesight's awful.
That's okay. This is Doc Samson, and I'm not sure why he's going Super
I
Saiyan.
really like that artwork.
I like the artwork, but why is he going Super Saiyan?
Who cares? Read it. Find out.
I will.
That's awesome.
Don't touch it.
I just...
Oh, it's signed.
No, it's...
Next up, we've got the Secret Wars Journal, which is part of the Secret Wars, obvi. And that's got Doc Samson. Next up, we've got another Secret Wars tie-in, which is Captain Marvel and the Carol Corps, which, from what I understand, was actually a really awesome story.
Anything Kelly Sue DeConnick does is just amazing.
I don't know who Kelly Sue DeConnick is, unfortunately.
She was the one who wrote pretty much everything we know about Captain Marvel right now.
Got it.
She's helped.
Oh my gosh, these are a bunch of like. Okay.
Wow.
Next up is Justice League Elite, which is like Justice League Extreme of the 90s, but this one was not as bad. So there's that. And then we've got the Monsters of the Month variant for Justice League 35 from New 52, and that's absolutely disturbing to look at.
Now we have Trish Out of Water.
Maybe she's a merman.
Special Reserved Edition. Number 1. Oh, no. 10 for 10.
I don't know what that...
I don't know what this means either. It's an Aspen book, which
I
means...
love the Aspens. So there's going to be probably titties in there.
What, or, you know...
9 times out of 10, there's titties in an Aspen book.
I mean...
In Aspen and Xenoscope, there's titties.
I don't know. This one seems rather harmless.
They always seem harmless until you open
No,
them.
not a lot of them.
That's true. You're right. Next up is the Demon.
Demon!
Get your kicks on Route 666. So it's got Etrigan, Lobo, and then a couple of characters I don't recognize. And on the back is an ad for the Spin Doctors. You know, like a Yakov Smirnoff opening for the Spin Doctors kind of shit show.
You can read that one.
Next up we've got Extreme Destroyer Epilogue. I have no idea what that's about at all. But I am excited just because of the name.
This is actually kind of cool. So this is Midnight Massacre Night Stalkers.
So this is number 10 of the Night Stalkers, and it is done. It looks like a letter, actually.
Yeah.
So that's the back. So it kind of looks
it's got
like
this textured kind of cover.
kind of looks like papyrus, papyrus. Next up, we've got Blaze, which I'm guessing is still Johnny Blaze. This is Apache Autumn. Number 1 of 3, which is issue 4 of Blaze. Go ahead.
Then I've got number 1 of Team 7 from Image Comics.
Back when Image was just all badasses. Next, we've got more coming out of the box.
More?
More?
Is there more?
There's this many more. Alright, so let's get started off with Dark Avengers number 180, which is, it was during that dark time in Marvel when everyone was dying. Dark Avengers was basically like, it's the Thunderbolts actually. This is what started the Thunderbolts. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, Thunderbolts have been around before.
That's what started the modern iteration of Thunderbolts. Next up we have the Excalibur Annual number 1, titled Total Chaos. Chaos. Justice League 3000 featuring Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, 2 of the most underrated DC heroes of all time. I know somebody that's going to like that.
Yeah. Next we've got from New 52, Swamp Thing number 31. Definitely one of the better parts about New 52.
I'm going to just put that right there for now, because that's going to that person. Next up, we have a Jeff Lemire title. Lemire, right?
Yeah.
It's called Trillium. I have no idea what Trillium's about.
You're going to like it.
But I love the artwork, because that looks like... Oh, Jeff Lemire did the artwork on it, too.
Yep.
Nice.
He did the artwork and wrote it.
Nice. Next up, we've got Secret Wars 2099, which was, like, my favorite of the Secret Wars branches. There was a morning I got to work like 4 hours early and just, holy shit. I know somebody that like that.
That's
those
cool.
thighs though, god damn.
How do you say this? Samurai?
Samurai. It's like samurai.
Mistress of Martial Arts.
Well,
and it's a wraparound cover,
Can we
too.
look at that thigh though?
That's
just
Psylocke
scary
thigh.
It's not a wraparound, it's just a completely different cover on the back.
No, it's wraparound.
It doesn't wrap around.
Oh, you're right.
That's a face.
Fine. It's still cool, though.
Next up, we've got Future's End.
Who is this done by?
This is
Continuity Comics,
yeah.
yeah. Someone took the time to trademark this.
Hey, good for them. Good for them.
I want to check that out.
Next up, we've got New 52 Future's End number 14, which is the end of the future.
What is this next one?
This is The Bounce. I've never actually read The Bounce. I've heard of it, though.
What have you heard? I know nothing about it.
I've heard that it's called The Bounce, and it's done by Image. That's all I know.
Joe Casey and David Messina.
Messina.
Thank you.
I don't know. Next up, we got Star Wars Legacy number 10. I always love the Legacy crap. Like, it's always a pleasure.
That's the one that takes place in a different...
It's not considered canon anymore.
Well, yeah.
It's also
Horse.
down in the, like, way down the line.
Next, we've got DC Universe presents Dead Man number 2.
Dead Man is a fucking awesome character.
I love Dead Man. He's one of my favorite DC characters.
Next up, we've got Day of Vengeance, which is a lead up to the Infinite Crisis story. People are getting jacked up, yo, and that's all I know.
All right. Next, we've got Death Blow number 22 from Image Comics.
And number 26 from Image Comics.
Damn.
Wow.
Darcy.
Death Blow. It's fine. It's okay.
That looks cool.
Muties is like, if I remember right, Muties is like high school era.
Yep.
Kitty Pryde, right? Something like that. I mean, it's mutants in high school.
Right.
So it's a lot of bullying.
I really should revisit that story. I read it a long time ago from Half Price Books bin.
Mm-hmm.
But
next up, we've got Superman number 93 from the Zero Hour era. So there's that. That's cool.
Superman with the mullet.
Shaman's Tears. I've heard of, never read. Kind of never really been my bag of tricks. I don't know why I said it like that.
That was weird.
Next up is Strike Force.
Darcy.
Here from Wildstorm, we've got Midnighter number 5. Which, if y'all have been reading any DC books lately, Midnighter has really made a bit of a comeback.
Number 9 as well.
Nice.
I have too many animals, guys.
I like that they've been bringing him back.
Next
They've
up,
got, what, 2 series?
Something like that. Next up, we've got Legion 89, which is just Legion of superheroes brought into the modern. And on the back, we've got Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Oh, man, those are my favorites.
Darcy.
I didn't realize that movie came out that long ago.
Yeah.
I thought that was in, like, the early 90s.
No,
Next up from Malibu Comics, we've got the Ultraverse comic, Sludge. I don't know what that's about, but fuck, I'm going to read the shit out of it. Alright, so next up, speaking of the Legion of Superheroes, is Legion Secret Origin. It's a shocking beginning because they don't know if it will end too soon.
That ad on the back.
Oh my gosh, and it's Apollo Ono. Oh, got milk. That's just really bad Photoshop.
As I was saying, with Swamp Thing being the best, one of the better things about New 52, this is the best thing about New 52 that got canceled earlier.
And this was
Animal
another
Man
one.
#2.
Resurrection Man was good too. Like all of those just like darker comics were really good.
It's a shame.
Next up is another one of the Secret Wars. It's Star-Lord and Kitty Pryde.
Kitty
Pryde. For those of you that don't know, Kitty Pryde and Star-Lord were dating for a long time and actually almost got married in the comics. But now they're married. Now she's married to
False.
No? That hasn't happened yet?
No, it happened. She ran away.
I thought that was Catwoman.
No, she ran away too.
God, these terrible women just keep running away.
But the good news is Rogue and Gambit got married.
Yeah, they're getting their own series, Mr. and Mrs.
They
X.
had their own series. It's out. It came out last week and it's
Darcy.
delightful.
Next up,
Absolutely
we have Action
delightful.
Comics.
Just like Darcy.
1 year later.
That's just what you call delightful?
Number 837, I think. I like that it's a target on his chest so that I can use it for target practice.
Wow.
Next up, we've got a part of...
Catwoman #14!
Which is part of the Death of the Family storyline. Go for it.
Who did the cover of this? Looks like Terry Dodson, but I could be wrong. I'm going to open it and find out. I'm opening it.
Next up, we have a Convergence title,
Darcy.
which is
Darcy.
the New Titans, the New Teen Titans, whom I love dearly. Next, we've got, oh my gosh, it was the early 2000s version of Superboy.
Oh, that's great.
Darcy,
We've got
you might
Superman
have a
Return to
fall.
Smallville, guest starring Superboy.
Trevor McCarthy is who did the cover for this.
Nice. Another Convergence title, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes #2. I don't know what's going
That's
on.
sad.
Which part?
The dog.
The dog? Yeah, that is sad.
They're riding it into battle.
Maybe there's a bunch of like...
Which is
little
kind of cool, but at the same time, I feel really bad for the dog.
Maybe he likes it. Maybe he's into some kinky
He
shit.
doesn't look like he's into it.
Maybe. I don't know. Next up is Adventures of Superman number... Oh my god.
There's a disc with
Number
it.
631. And there is a disc with it. We're taking this bad boy out right now.
What's this too?
It is the trailer and exclusive
Oh,
content
Sky Captain in the World
for
of Tomorrow.
Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. So, I'll be doing a giveaway when I hit 200 subscribers for this.
If you've never seen the trailer,
If you've never seen the trailer for Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
you're going to have a DVD of it.
So yeah, 200 subscribers, and I'll do a giveaway for the Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow official trailer DVD.
Ooh.
Next up is Convergence Titans. I actually love the Titans comics. They're some of my favorite. Is this?
It is. No.
Sure. Oh, nice. Go ahead.
We've got Claws of the Panther #1.
Now, who was this?
Ooh, this is a wraparound cover.
Now, who was it that's got the claws now? Who's Panther?
This is, I'm pretty sure this is Shuri.
Let me see. So, babe, you remember how you and I were talking about how Shuri was the Black Panther at one point and you didn't believe me?
I don't remember this conversation at all.
We
I
did.
feel like that happens a lot.
There's a Dilophosaurus on the back. Nice.
There's, yeah.
On the back of a Black Panther comic?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
definitely
Shuri.
Shuri.
Oh my goodness, they did a really good job on the art.
You know, she's getting her own book.
It's about time.
Darcy.
But yeah, on the back we got a small image of a Dilophosaurus.
I mean, there's a good image on the front of a dinosaur.
That's a dinosaur, it's not a Dilophosaurus. Next up, we've got Secret Wars, the Korvac Saga. I don't know what number, because they covered it with a sticker. And another tie-in for Secret Wars is Secret Wars 2. It's a Marvel Comics non-event. I don't know what it's about, but I have it now.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am, actually. Sorry. Next up, we've got Justice League number 33 from the New 52 with the digital copy inside and the Assault on Arkham ad on the back.
Which I just watched the other night. Really liked it.
I heard good things about it. And then lastly from this box, and really this is the last one.
There's no more.
It's an empty box now. Last up, we've got Legions of Superheroes, but it's the Bizarro Legion of Superheroes. So, that's cool.
It's bizarre.
It's Bizarro. And, yeah, for reals this time, that's all I got. But, thanks you guys for tuning in, and, thank you, Brandon, for joining me here on the show.
You're welcome, bud.
And, get the fuck out of my house.
Wow, okay, I see how it is.